It's a long way to Tipperary, it's a long way to go. It's a long way to Tipperary. Yeah. What do you want to creeping like that? You might have got that right up your kiver.
Or you might just like to know that the armistice has been signed. It is all quiet on the Western Front. You can go home now, Tommy. Your home's fit for heroes waiting for you. It's all going to be a new world, lad. It is all going to be different. Well, there's going to be at least 2 to 3 years full employment waiting for you. How about that, then? No, lad. Don't turn Bolshevik. Go home to Blighty and work hard to keep the upper classes in the manner to which they have become accustomed. Don't forget to hand in your rifle, lad. They're going to need that when they turn against you when you go on strike in 1926. But never mind. The means test is just around the corner. It's all together now.
Come on.
I'm sorry. You're dead right. It wasn't your fault. You didn't stand a chance. They got me and all in the next lot. Oh, and just like you, just as young, just as gullible, I was going to come back to a new world too. I'm still living in the same house I was going to chop down after your lot. Never mind. It won't happen in the next war. Because when all them people comes crawling out of their atomic shelters, they're going to have to build their own bleeding houses. Because we'll all be dead.
You're in a right mood. What's the matter with you? Had a bad day?
I always had a bad day. Before the next 5 days isn't exactly semi-hysterical.
Yeah, fine start to holiday this is.
Holiday? A cheap flight to Paris and a quick 5-day tour of the World War I battlefields.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well, I'm not.
Don't be that way. You promised to take me. I've always said one day I'd go back. I'd like to see it again just before I die. You said you wanted to go.
No, I didn't. I was going to take you, and I wish I hadn't. I want to go south. I want to get a bit of the old currant bun before the winter gets here. I'm fed up with this country and its potsy climate.
Well, you can get sun in Flanders sometimes.
Yeah, it's what goes with it that I was worried about. I do not anticipate finding much bikini-clad crumpet leaving about the barbed wire and the shallows on L60.
And birds again.
Yeah, birds again. Why not? And it gets one holiday a year, so I've got it all worked out this time. Oh, Santropes.
Santropes, just because you heard there was a beach full of nudes there. Disgusting.
There is nothing disgusting about naturalism. It is a perfectly healthy, normal way of living. Any nastiness attached to it is purely into your mind.
Yeah, and it's been in your mind ever since you read about it.
I've been looking forward to it for weeks. I've been on a cruel diet, and I start for stone around the gut. Oh, there's a small sensation down on that beach. I haven't looked so good in years. I've worn my stretch skin continental briefs. I ain't had a chance to wear them yet. I bought them 3 years ago. Picked up one of them big Scandinavian birds from off at a camping site. I went down because down there for one thing. Oh, it's a quick 1, 2, 3 and back to the tent. Lovely. Oh, a marvellous week. Instead, I have to make do watching you chat up a few grotty old birds from Armentiers.
Oh, you can go to Saint-Tropez some other time. Next year. I'll go with you.
You? A Saint-Tropez?
Yeah. Might even strip off and go down to that beach. What are you talking about? I'm only 4 years older than Cary Grant.
Temple. About as much resemblance. Kerry Clark? Oh, Dr. Adenauer's better nick than you are.
All of you know Martin think I've changed since I was 17. Look at that. Fits me just as well now as the day was issued.
Don't tell me you've always been that shape. Oh, you poor old man. Oh, Pete, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. Oh, what an handicap for young lads have to try pulling birds looking like that. Ah, the truth's coming out now, is it? You always try to give me the impression that you was a big strapping six-footer. And that you'd shrunk with old age. Never done that. Oh, yes, you did. I distinctly remember when I was a boy. You told me you was in the guards and you got slung out because your eyes were so far up your forehead you couldn't see where you was going.
I never said I was in the guards. I said I was attached to them.
What, as the mascot? Well, don't tell me. The goat was ill and you was the one who smelt most like him.
I was an infantryman. 2 years in the trenches I was. Fighting the bloodiest war in history. Any idea what that was like? It was horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, I know. I ain't trying to knock it. I just don't understand why you won't go back there. I mean, it's 50 years after. It's all gone.
I just got to go back, that's all. It's a sort of sentimental journey. Pilgrimage, if you like. There's a lot of memories for me over there, Harold. I left 2 years of my youth back there. It was like old men when we come home, after what we'd seen and been through. I just want to see it once again, Harold. I won't want to go again.
Well, I suppose I'll feel the same one day. About Aldershot.
I don't see why. You spend most of your time in the glass house. You was never a soldier. God, blimey, I remember the day you got your calling up papers. You spent half the morning rubbing Marmite into your knees, trying to make it look like you'd rheumatic fever.
It really worked at all. My knees swelled up lovely. Yeah, would have worked if the MO's dog and I started licking them.
Yeah, no, scared out of your life.
Yeah, of course I was scared. Look, I don't want to argue with Toss. I said, I'm taking you to Flanders. You are going. Don't keep on about it. Have you packed?
Yeah.
Good. Now, go and get ready.
I am ready.
You're not going like that.
I am. I had it cleaned and pressed specially.
But, Father, you can't go out dressed like that.
Why not?
Well, because, well, people will... I don't know how to put this. Well, people will look at you.
I hope they do. I'm proud of this uniform.
Yeah, but Dad, I mean, you look very nice in it, and it's very smart. But if you was to go back to your old school, you wouldn't wear a little cap and short trousers, would you?
What's that got to do with it? Soldiers go walking down the streets in their uniform every day of the week.
I know, Dad, but they are a little bit more modern. I mean, I'm only thinking of you. I don't want people to laugh at you.
Laugh? I don't see anything to laugh at.
No, but well, they might think you're a little bit eccentric. They might not realise you are entitled to wear that uniform. They might think you are a bit of a twit, if you see what I mean.
A bit of a twit. It's come to that, has it? A man proudly wearing the uniform of His Majesty's Expeditionary Forces. A bit of a twit.
Don't be so silly. What do you expect? I mean, we must have had a lot of you. But I don't want to be looked at, pointed at, giggled at and stared at all the way from here to the Somme.
I never thought the day would dawn when my own son would be ashamed of me.
I'm not. Let's face it, you wasn't the only one in the army. I mean, there was millions of you. And they don't go walking around their uniform 50 years after.
All right, you made your point. I don't want to embarrass you. I'll go on me civvies.
That's it. Wear that nice blue serge one. That is in much better taste.
Which one's that then?
The double-breasted one. The one you bought off old Mother Harris when her old man died. You look very good in that. It's much nicer, believe me.
Can I wear me medals?
Medals? I thought you sent them back when the Beatles got the MBE.
I was going to, and then I changed my mind. If the Queen saw fit to honour them, who am I to quarrel with her? I am, if nothing else, a patriotic and loyal subject. I didn't want to embarrass Her Majesty.
That is very thoughtful of you. I'm sure she is most beholden to you. Now, I don't see any harm in you wearing your medals.
Thank you. See, I wanted to wear something when I was out there.
What?
Let them know I was one of the ones that saved them.
Oh, they'll be very grateful. Oh, when the French government knows you're coming, they'll send up a squadron of Miss Air fighters to escort us in. The state visit of Private Albert Steptoe. Viva! Viva! Man! Man!
I
And just see it now. There will be a 21-gun salute as he leaves the aircraft, and with a bit of luck, one might hit him.
You just have to take the mickey, don't you?
I'm not taking the mickey, Father. No, I mean it. Oh, God, I just remembered.
What?
Have you packed your tails? Go for the banquet at the Elise's Palace. You cannot respond to a toast of entente cordial wearing Charlie Harris's laying out suit. That's our diplomatic code, that is all. Oh, what a shame. The General will be so disappointed. Now, come on, time's getting on. Hurry up, go and get changed. We have to be at the airport 3/4 of an hour before the plane leaves. And you better take one of those, too.
What are they?
Anti-quizzes. Well, they are sickness pills. They are to safeguard the other passengers from you being sick all over them. Take them.
I'll take them later.
You take them now. I want to see you take them. I know you'll throw them away.
I can't swallow pills, you know that. They lodge in me throat. Me pipe contract.
If you don't take them, you're not going. Go on. Yeah, that wasn't so bad, was it?
I still got them.
Oh, no. Open your mouth. Open your mouth. Open. Lift your tongue up. 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 Oh, if you don't take them, I'm going to blow them down with a pipe like I does the horse. Knew you was playing me up, you naughty little man. Aye, Herbert will be here soon.
Herbert?
Yes. He is chauffeuring us to the airport.
Welcome aboard, sir.
Who are you?
I'm your hostess.
I don't want one. I've read about you a lot. Come and sit with us and drink coloured water for 15 and 6 a ton. I'm surprised that the secret airline allowed it.
That sort of an hostess. She's a stewardess. I do apologise for him. It is his first flight.
Yeah, I'm going to France.
Yes, we all are.
I'm going to tour the battlegrounds.
Really?
In 1914-18 war, I was in 66 time. I don't look it, do I?
No, you don't.
This is my son, Harold. 38 years. Yeah, he's healthy, too. How old are you?
Dad, will you stop? I do apologise for him again. It's getting a bit senile.
That's all right. I quite understand. There are 2 seats for you down there.
Thank you. Go on.
I was only trying to do you a favour.
I don't need your help. I'm not a prize ball to be mated off. I do my own pudding. What's the matter?
I've got butterflies.
Don't be frightened, Dad. It only takes 35 minutes. You go straight up and it comes down. That's all there is to it.
It's the way you come down that worries me.
Look, statistics have proved that air transport is the safest form of flying there is. Do you realise you can be born on an aircraft, live on it all your life until you are 65 and never have an accident?
Harold, I'm 66. I'm old.
What was you?
No.
Well, then you've got another 65 years to go, haven't you?
I'll be 131 by then. I ain't sitting in one of these till then.
You're being particularly obtuse today, aren't you? Nobody's suggesting you should sit in one of these till then. I'm merely trying to point out that statistically, the chances of you crashing whilst flying is very remote.
Yeah, but on the other hand, supposing I'm flying to Paris. I'm 131, and I have me accident. Well, I won't be the only one, will I? All the rest will go as well. And it won't all be 131 either. There'll be healthy young boys of 37 and 38. That shot your statistics up the spout, hasn't it?
Shut up. Fasten your safety belt.
What for?
Safety.
Why?
What's going to happen? Nothing's going to happen. It's just in case.
Just in case what?
Just in case something happens.
Let's go by train.
Right, now the aircraft's moving.
Harold, I'm scared.
Oh, don't tell me you're scared with all those medals. Don't tell me the Lion of Passion Dale is scared. Aren't you? This is the most dangerous part, the takeoff. If anything's going to go wrong, this is when it'll be. The engines will be flat out, you see. There's nothing in reserve. If anything goes wrong, there's nothing he can do about it. We'll be all right. If we don't, it's an air pocket. We'll fall like a stone if we do.
My God, look at me. I'm sweating like a pig. Let's out the window. It's the push out.
The windows don't open. This is a pressurised cabin. The windows was to open, the aircraft would explode. Mind you, I wouldn't have sat by a window, personally.
Why not?
Well, if it was to break or anything, you'd get sucked straight out. Yeah. Didn't you see Goldfinger? The window cracked, he went straight out. 18 stone he was. 12 foot long when they found him. He was straight out without touching the sides. Of course, you wouldn't know anything about it. But you wouldn't be alive when you hit the ground, because your head would have exploded before then.
Yeah, you rotten little pig. Get me on back on you. Wait till we get home. I'll put a spider in your room.
No, you wouldn't. Can't talk about it.
Great big fat one with long hair in there. It'll walk all over you when you're asleep and lay its eggs in your hair.
The engine is on fire.
I'll put an earwig under you, fella, and it'll walk right into your ear hole and eat its way through your brain out to the other side.
Stop it, I'm not listening.
Who's scared now? Machines, lead, copper, canvassing. But you never know. People that can afford aeroplanes must have some good stuff at home. Sit down.
Tutting on an aeroplane, whatever next.
What are you looking at?
Oh, I beg your pardon, I didn't mean to stare. I was just interested in those medals of yours. Are they from the 1718 war?
It may have been the 1718 war to you, mate, but it was the 1418 war to us.
Yes, I'm sorry.
It's all over by the time you got there. The Yanks are coming. True, they was hardly in it.
Well, that's not exactly true. I was in France myself. We had some very tough campaigns. If it hadn't been for us, it would have gone on a lot longer. You and the French would have been in real trouble.
The French? What have they got to do with it? They were shagged up by 1960. Do it all alone. Yeah, we carried them for the rest of the war.
Excusez-moi, monsieur, I must protest.
Who are you?
You have insulted the honor of France. I hear you say we were, you say it's shagged out by 19... I say to you, monsieur, what about Verdun, 1917?
What about Verdun?
1 million French casualties. The flower of the French nation.
And how about the Somme? Twice, mate.
What about Steptoe, 21st of July, 1918?
Phew, a picnic.
I beg your pardon.
It was a sideshow, that's all.
Yeah, well, we saved you, friend. We saved you in the First World War and the 42-45 war.
The 39-45.
Yeah, you were late there again, Never saw a Yank for 2.5 years. Had to carry on along with it. Islop turned it in again.
We were sabotaged. You British deserted us in our hour of need. At Dunkirk.
Yeah, that's true. A great tragedy that was.
What was?
Dunkirk, a terrible defeat.
Never. It was a strategic withdrawal.
Don't lower yourself.
You keep out of this. I'll tell my country if you want to use. The British Army is and always will be the finest army in the world. Never lost a war, we haven't.
No. What about 1775, the American War of Independence? We whipped you then. Bunker Hill, Yorktown.
Yeah, that was his fault again.
Who?
You. If it hadn't been for your rotten fleet outside Yorktown helping him, we might have got away again. Another triumphant withdrawal. Yeah. Anyway, you doughboys make me laugh. Coming over here in 1917 with your pockets full of money, flashing it about, while we was in the trenches and having all our women.
Oh, c'est vrai, that is true.
Oh, come on now, come on.
I wouldn't be surprised if you was the one got at Maud Elliot.
Maud Elliot again?
Who the hell is Maud Elliot?
My girlfriend. was. Well, I found a lump of chewing gum stuck behind her ear hole. Well, a cloud round it as well.
You're crazy. I never knew any more, Elliot.
19 Bombay Crescent Shepherd's Bush. She was a tram driver out of the Putney garage.
There are too many tram drivers, and it's hardly likely that I would forget a female one.
Ah, well, some yank rang her bell and forgot to pay for the ride. What are you laughing at?
Oh, you English, you can never keep hold of your women.
Oh, we didn't have to, did we? Plenty of yours, weren't there?
Oh, quel blood!
Yeah, you were very friendly, you lot. Very friendly. There's a lot of little English frogs hopping around all there.
Oh, qu'est-ce que vous dites, monsieur? C'est pas vrai de tout, mon Dieu!
Monsieur, you have insulted the womanhood of La Belle France. I cannot tolerate such ungallant insinuations. I demand an apology.
You insulted our birds first.
Will you apologize?
No. Why, you bleeding snaily. He'll nice again when it's nearly all over.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are now approaching the Bourget Airport. Passengers, please put out their cigarettes and fasten their safety belts. We hope you have had a pleasant trip.
Holiday. 10 minutes at the Bourget Airport, all night in a French nick, and deported straight back home.
Look at that. How's that for brutality? Talk about the Congo. Just about to come down on my nut, that truncheon is.
I hope it hurt. How he didn't crash, I'll never know. That pilot was magnificent. I mean, the way he controlled the aircraft when we all fell into a cockpit, that was brilliant.
You lied like a madman at the airport. It was ridiculous. Well, I'm not going to stand by and hear the British Army insulted.
But what about that Frenchman and that yank? The things you said to them.
That was different. They were true.
You might have got away with it, and all if you had to call that examining magistrate an old French puff.
Under extreme provocation.
So I hope you enjoyed your little pilgrimage. Look at that. Undesirable alien. The shame, the humiliation. Oh, well, that Central is scubbed out. They'll never let me in there now.
Well, what about me? I'll never get to see Flanders again. We'll have to go somewhere else next year.
Yeah, Torremolinos. That's where. Oh, there's stacks of it there. And it's cheaper, too. The cost of living, I mean. Yeah, Torremolinos.
Oh, no, you promised to take me to the battlefields. Now, I haven't only been in France, I was with Allenby in the desert.
Oh, God, not the desert.
I was a legend out there. I was put in charge of a tribe of Bedouin, the only Englishman for miles.
Steptoe of Arabia, that's all.
Never tell you the time we took Damascus. The Turks was retreating in disorder, and I was sitting on a camel when the order to charge came. "No prisoners," I shouted, and I dug my heels into his hump, and we were off.
White robes flowing in the breeze behind you.
That's right. Here, I think I've got them upstairs somewhere. I'll go and have a look.
No, don't bother. Oh. They might not turn out too bad. I might start a punt up with some old Arab. With a bit of luck, he might get his tongue cut out.